In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows, anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better, was now only used for letters when writing prose. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, in good's bad today, in black's white today, in black's night today. Most guys today, that woman's prize today, just silly gigolos. Oh, so I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer. How heaven knows, anything goes. The world's gone mad today, in good's bad today, in black's white today, in today's night today. But most guys today, woman's prize today, are just silly gigolos. Okay, so that is our chorus and verse for Anything Goes. So I'm just going to, so we've had some time practicing the chorus, the verse, sorry. So now we'll go on to the chorus. Sorry it's taken a little while to get this video done. I've had a bit of trouble with the laptop, so I'm filming it on my phone instead, so hopefully it'll come out all alright. Hope you've been doing good in Bournemouth and doing plenty of practicing. Okay, cool. So first thing I'm going to do is show you, so the F#7, the tricky one, the one that sounds like this. There's a little, what you'll see is I've written it out the same as I did in last lesson, and then I've also written a little cheat way you can do it. So if you don't use your second finger and you just have your third, first and fourth finger on, as you see in the diagram, so your third finger's on the C string, 4th fret, your first finger's on the E, on the 2nd fret, and then your 4th finger is on the A, on the 4th fret, so you've got, and what you do is you just don't play the G string, so you just strum those 3, and that's, your second finger's just there doing nothing. So that's the kind of easier way to do an F#7. So with the second finger on, exactly the same, but your second finger's there on the 3rd fret. As we saw last week, the slightly, I find slightly easier way to get to, you take off that second finger, and you just have that. Okay, so that's your F#7. The other chords we've got is a B, which again I've drawn the diagram on. We've had a look at that one before. So that was the one last time we were saying to practice the bar chords. That was the one we looked at, the B. So hopefully you're getting on okay with that one. To go to a B7, you just, rather than barring across that 2nd fret with your first finger, you simply leave the A string open. So you got your B, and you got your B7. So I've emailed you quite a few pictures because I've done, so you've got one picture of your F#7 to practice, you've got your B and your B7. Next we move on to B minor, the other bar chord I gave you to practice, and this is why, because we do have quite a few bar chords in this chorus, so it might be a bit, this is going to be a really good one for breaking through with the bar chords, because they are pretty tough on the fingers when you're first learning them, but if you can get this chorus down, then you know you're going to be fine with a lot of other tracks that use bar chords as well. So we've got our B minor. Our B minor 7 is just one finger straight across the 2nd fret. So quite simple as far as knowing where to go. Just the 2nd fret, one finger, but it's good to get. It's good to get the thumb right on the back of the neck there, so you can squeeze down to get the pressure to get those all ringing out. Okay, then we've got D7, which you can do a couple of different ways. I think the best way is, as we did in the verse, you've got that open D7 there. The one I've written out for you, which you see in the chords diagrams, is just a slightly different way of doing D7, where you're barring the whole 2nd fret with your 1st finger, just like that B minor 7 we just looked at, but you add on, and you can do it with your 2nd finger or 3rd finger, it's kind of a preference, but just on the A string, your 2nd finger like that. I'd say because with this we've got a lot on, so as far as you've got the F sharp 7 to get down, the B, the B7, the B minor and the B minor 7, it sounds just as good I think to do just your open chord D7 as we've done before. I thought I'd just show you that other way so you're aware of it. So the other one we've got, which is a bit of a weird chord, is the F diminished, but I know we've had diminished chords come up previously. I forget which song it pops up in now. When I'm Cleaning Windows, I think we had the diminished in as well, so you might be okay with this one. So you've got your 1st finger, 1st fret on the G, 2nd finger, also 1st fret, but down on the E, then your 3rd finger, 2nd fret on the C, and 4th finger, 2nd fret on the A. So, a bit cramped up, but it should be sounding like that. And so that is all of your chords for the chorus. So what I'd advise doing is running through to start with. Okay, so I've got my bit of a cheating way, bit easier way of doing my F sharp 7, which is on the 3 string, strumming from the C. Then practice the one that's a little bit more difficult, bringing that 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the G. Cool. Start by practicing those. Then do okay, I'm going to do my B to B7. Cool, so you've got that. Then practice. I was just sort of messing around with the strumming there, but you can do what. A few different little things you can mess around with. Main thing is just to be practicing the shapes, moving between those two. Then you've got your B minor to B minor 7. And so that's quite a nice little sounding change there. And you can pick through each string individually to check the chords are ringing out, or you can do your classic strumming pattern and move between them. Cool. We then have just our D7 and F diminished, and you kind of just practice those, just moving between the two. So if you do your D7 with your 1st and 2nd finger, so your 1st finger's on the 2nd fret on the G, and your 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret on the E. And then if you drag that over, in the song we're actually going to go from F diminished to D7, so it would be so we're actually going to go from F diminished to D7. So if you practice going back and forth between those two, then that should get you set up. So that's kind of the basis. If you can move around between all of those chords, and there's some pretty tough ones in there, you know, a lot of bar chords going on, then once it comes to moving between them in the song, then it should make it a lot easier. Okay, so what we're going to do now is run through the chorus. So first thing we should say is last lesson was the verse. And so if we run through, say, the second part of the verse, you're doing your G, G6, G, G7, then you go to your C, C minor. Now, say this is so we're fine up to that C minor point. The last two bars of the verse we do G, so the very last bar of the verse, which you'll see on last week's chord sheet, is an F sharp 7. So when you finish playing the verse, the last two bars are G and to F sharp 7. And you'll see on last week's music, the very last bar, it goes to a B. That B is the beginning of the chorus. So the way the verse finishes, the very last line is C, C minor, G, F sharp 7. The chorus, very first chord of the chorus, is B. So what you have, I'll run through, and you can see this on the chord sheet for the chorus. You've got B to F sharp 7, B to F sharp 7. So if we go around that to start with, it would be the world's gone mad today, and good's bad today, black's white today, and that's black today. So you've got B, F sharp 7, nice simple strumming on the beat, same as we've done throughout the whole song, but we're doing B to F sharp 7, B to F sharp 7. So I'll do it nice and slow now, and so when you're at home you can skip back this little bit of the video and just have a go at strumming along between B and F sharp 7. And the way I'm going to be doing it, I'm not going to use my second finger, and you'll see this first finger is not moving. I'm doing my B, then I'm going to F sharp 7. At the moment I've just been using my thumb, but I've got my pick in my pocket. I know if you're using your pick or your felt pick or whatever it is, it's going to be the same thing. You strum all the strings, then just those three. World's gone mad today and it's bad, so the world's gone mad today and it's bad. And that's the kind of speed we're looking at building it up to. So if I play it around a few more times, just nice and slow so you can have a go along at home. So we will start 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's your B to F sharp 7. Then the next two bars we do B minor, same strumming, to B minor 7. So if you again practice that at home, going up B minor to B minor 7, the very last two bars you're just going to practice doing F diminished to D7. So if I play that whole chorus at a nice slow pace, I won't kind of talk over the top of it, I'll just play the chorus as it is. Then at home you can practice playing along to this and then gradually build up the speed afterwards. So here we go. So we're going to be doing it in about 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1. Sorry, messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. One more time round. 1, 2, 3. Gone bad today, in good's bad today, in black's white today, and day's night today. Most guys today, who's surprised today, they just sit at you. And that brings you back round into the verse. Okay, great. I hope that clears it all up for you. It is quite full on in the chords. You know, there's quite a lot of moving around there. Hopefully, it's manageable once you've done a good bit of practice on the chords. So this is lesson 5. I'll think of something good for us to do for lesson 6. And I'll be in touch to work out when's best to do that. And I should hopefully be playing a gig in Bournemouth at some time. I'm not sure when, but I need to speak to Connie at Chaplin's and sort out a gig. So I'll let you know about that as well. Alright, take it easy, Pete. Bye.